Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. Now this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Yes, sir. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Hamler now on the return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Huntley's throw complete there to Beckham.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw. Huntley. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. On the move to his left. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Going left side, and he's got Donnell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Herbert off of play action. His throw incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Charger football to start quarter number 2. We're scoreless after 1. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Herbert. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Grover Stewart make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Huntley. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Dances by at the 20. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here is Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. Forced out to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler. Touchdown number 15 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Huntley. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked up,
trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league, and we've got training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Off the play fake. Huntley. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant, as time expires is in the first half. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Huntley. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
On first down, Huntley. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers 9-yard line.
Looking to throw. Huntley. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is down to a field goal.
17. Broncos 14.
after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
At the 20-yard line.
2nd and 5.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 40. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's got some space here. He's still barreling through. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for L.A. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 24. Broncos 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
First down, Denver.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Huntley. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Off play action. Huntley. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. A beautiful spin and room to run.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert now. Finding room to the 20. Pushing his way through. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Draymond Jones. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught. Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Huntley finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
First down, Denver.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Huntley. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Huntley. That's going to be caught by Judy. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Huntley's throw into the hands of Fant. 7 yards, the pickup there. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up.
Touchdown, Broncos! Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, They have 3 timeouts, so do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley. It's Williams on the catch. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Huntley's throw complete there to Beckham.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. A give to Williams, running right. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On the ground, this is Williams. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He's going to use his legs here.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. The quick slant caught. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here's Huntley. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
He's at the 40, the 20.
Bring it! Bring it!
And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 on a Charger TD. So they were in field goal range, a chance to get this one to OT. Got a little greedy going for the win, cost him the game.
Not just a little greedy, now a little lost because of what ended up happening. Just what you stated there, they're in field goal range. Instead of getting conservative, they decided to press it, maybe try and win it right now. Instead, the whole thing backfired.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. KJ Hamler. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.